أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We thank Allah, the creator of the heaven and the earth. Inshallah, we are going to continue our lessons, Seerah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In our last video, we stopped at the third incident, the slander of the mother of the believer, Aisha radiallahu anha. We mentioned that Aisha asked Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that she would go to visit her mother, and because when she heard the rumor, she got even more sick. So she decided she want to go to see her mother, and when she went to see her mother, Roman, and she asked her mother, and the mother said, "Well, oh my child, don't worry about this, because when the woman's husband love her, and when she has like a competition with the rest of the spouse, there will be a jealousy, So and she was trying to consult her. The mother was trying to consult Aisha by telling her not to worry about this, and this all coming from jealousy, And when your husband loves you, there's a tendency that people would hate you for that, and so forth. When you look at, in general terms, especially among women, sometimes that could be a true statement, because when a man married to a different, two, three wives, so that tendency could take place, especially if men love one woman, then the other woman might get jealous or even might take it, to a next level. So the mother was trying to console her on that. And that's when Aisha radiallahu anha realized that this is a serious matter. And she kept crying and crying till like Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to the house of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu. So when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered the house, and he then he asked for permission to come in, when he came to the house, so he sat down, and usually when Prophet, before he engaged in any conversation, he would say Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastahdihi wa nastaghfiruh. Then he would say those type of, those uh, speech, and then he would say Amma Ba'd. So he asked Aisha radiallahu anha about the incident. Now he's confronting her, you know, and he said, if you are innocent, and Allah would clear your name, but if you slip into sin, Allah Akbar, then you have to repent. You have to repent, and Allah would accept the repentance. As we all know, um, the had, meaning the punishment for any fornications or adultery. If you're married, the capital punishment is death. But if you're not married, then you get 100 lashes. But still, Prophet, told her, if you slip into sin, ask Allah for forgiveness, and Allah is surely most forgiving. And that's when Aisha said that when she was crying, all her tears just dried up completely, because she couldn't believe it. And she became very angry, because how Prophet would even entertain the thought that if she sang. That's when she completely became extremely angry. And then she asked her mother to speak to the Prophet. She said, "Oh, my mother, respond back to the Prophet what he said." And the mother said, "What can I say? I don't know what to say." And then she asked her dad, Abu Bakr, to respond. And he said, "Oh, my daughter, what do you want me to say? I can't say anything." Because in one hand, this is the Prophet ﷺ. In another hand, that's his daughter. He said, "What? I don't know what to say." And then Aisha said, so in that case, I don't know what to tell you guys, meaning her mother, her father, and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She's talking to them now. She said, I don't even know what to tell you guys, and then the only thing I could say is what, then she was trying to remember the name of the Yusuf, the father of the Yusuf, because she couldn't remember Yaqub, the name Yaqub. And she said that time she was very young and she did not memorize many of the Quran yet, but she, learned about Surah Yusuf, and she couldn't recall the name of Yaqub. So she said, the only thing I could tell you guys now is what the father of Yusuf told, his son. فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ وَاللَّهُ الْمُسْتَعَانِ. A great patience, and Allah is my helper. Allahu Akbar. And when she said that, she turned her back on them and faced the wall. So she was laying down on the bed facing the wall. And then she said, in my wild dream, I never ever expected Allah to reveal surah on my behalf. And she said, soon Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his head low, his head low, and the wahyu, meaning the revelation, start coming down. And all of a sudden, Prophet became so happy. He was extremely happy. He said, oh Aisha, rejoice, be happy. Allah just revealed 10 ayah on your behalf to clear your name on this act. This is a slander. What people said is not true. Allah just clear your name. Allahu Akbar. And then Aisha, her mother, Ruman, told Aisha to stand up and greet Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Aisha said, no, I'm not going to greet the Prophet. The only one I'm going to thank today is Allah. Because only Allah, clear my name. While most of you are doubting me. Allahu Akbar. And then as for when ayah came down, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was extremely happy because now he knew the lie, the slander that was used against Aisha radiallahu anha was not true at all. Even though Prophet knew, that she would not do such thing, but he still needed a confirmation. And Allah gave them that confirmation. So that's when Surah Nur, the 24th surah of the Quran, came down. And the 10 ayah that came down on behalf of Aisha radiallahu anha, that starts from ayah 11 all the way to ayah 21. Inshallah, we're going to go over Surah Nur, the first few ayah, probably from ayah 1 to ayah 23, if the time allow us to do so. So that way we could make a connection between this incident and the Quranic verses, inshallah. So Allah said in Surah Nur, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ جَاءُوا بِالْأُفُقِ أُصْبَةٌ مِّنْكُمْ لا تحسبوه شرا بل هو خير لكم. الله أكبر. لا تحسبوه شرا لكم بل هو خير لكم لكل امرئ منهم ما اكتسب من الإثم والذي تولى كبره منهم له عذاب عظيم. And then Allah said, إن الذين جاءوا بالأفق, those who came with this slandering, those who came with this big lie, those who came with these fabrications. Usbatun minkum. There are some few groups among you. There are a group among you. La tahsabuhu sharran lakum. Don't think that this is something bad for you. Allah Akbar. Meaning the family Abu Bakr, Aisha, don't think that this is a bad thing for you. No, it's not. Even though Allah is testing Aisha radiallahu anha, Allah is testing Prophet, Allah is testing the family of Abu Bakr through this, but still Allah is saying that don't think this is a bad thing for you. Allahu Akbar. Bal huwa khayrun lakum. Rather, this is a good thing for you. لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ مَا اكْتَسَبَ. Each and every one of them who spread this slander, each and every one of them would get their share. They would get their punishment. Allahu Akbar. They would get their punishment min al-ithmi, for the sin they commit. وَالَّذِي تَوَلَّى كِبَرَهُ. And the one who took the charge of this whole thing, the one who instigated, the one who started this whole rumor, Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, Allah said, Lahu azabun azim, meaning he's not even getting the punishment in this life, but the punishment in hereafter is waiting for him, which is the hellfire. Allahu Akbar. So the punishment came down for three Sahabas. Among those who spread the rumors, among them there were three Sahabis. Mistah bin Usasa, or some call it Mistah bin Asasa, some say Mistah bin Usasa. So Mistah, we talk about Mistah, he was a nephew, some said a cousin of Abu Bakr. And Abu Bakr used to provide for him because he's Muhajirun. He migrated from Mecca to Medina. He was extremely poor. He didn't have anything, and he was a relative to Abu Bakr. So Abu Bakr used to give him, food and shelters and everything. Whatever he needs, Abu Bakr would provide for him. And yet he still went out and spread the slander against the daughter of Abu Bakr, Aisha radiallahu anha. So, and Abu Bakr was extremely mad about this man. He said, "You are part of my family. How can you be among those who would spread this evil against your own cousin, Aisha radiallahu anha? From now on, I'm not going to spend my money on you. From now on, you're not getting anything from me." And Abu Bakr swore that he would not spend any money on this man. And we're going to come to that in Quranic verses, inshallah. Then Allah told Abu Bakr, don't do that. Don't you want Allah to do not? So those that Allah gave them favor, those that Allah gave them wealth, let not these people who Allah gave them wealth, let not them restrain their wealth to spend on their family or their relative. Don't you want Allah to forgive you? And then when this ayah came down, Abu Bakr said, okay, fine, from now on I'm going to give back whatever I used to give, because I want Allah to forgive me. Even though Abu Bakr, he said, I'm not going to spend any money on this man anymore. But because of the Quranic verses, Abu Bakr said, okay, fine, I want Allah to forgive me. So from now on, I'm going to spend money on this man because I want Allah forgiveness. Allahu Akbar. We're going to come to that ayah. So this man, Mr. He was one of the Sahabi who spread this rumor. So Prophet ﷺ, it gave him 100 lashes. 80 lashes. So he got whooped. Allahu Akbar. Prophet ﷺ flogged him 80 lashes. Why? Because he spread something evil that is not true. So every time you accuse someone of zina, every time you accuse someone of chastity, and you didn't bring 4 witnesses, you get 80 lashes. You get whipped, you get flogged 80 times. So this is the first Sahabi that got his punishment like this. And the second Sahabi that also got 80 lashes was the sister of Zainab bint Jahsh. Yeah, Hamana bint Jahsh. Her name is Hamana bint Jahsh. Some say Hamna, some say Hamana. Hamna bint Jahsh, she got 80 lashes also. Why? Because she was among those who also spread the rumor. These 3 Sahabi, they did not start the rumors, because the one who started the rumors was Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, along with some other hypocrites. But these 3 Sahabi, they spread the rumor. It's different. Like when you heard something about somebody, instead of you checking if it is true or not, you just gossip about it. You spread it. So the fact that they spread it, even though they didn't start it, but the fact that they spread it, their punishment would be 80 lashes. So this lady, Hamna bint Jash, the sister of the wife of Prophet, Zainab bint Jash. And the reason she spread this rumor, according to Aisha radiallahu anha, Aisha said that Hamna wanted to help her sister because her sister used to be my rival, because among Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's wives, Aisha said the one who used to compete with me was Zainab bint Jahsh, because Zainab is related to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She is the cousin of Prophet, and she is one of the wife of Prophet. And Quran verses came down on her behalf in Surah Al-Ahzab for Prophet to marry her. So she hold that honor with her. So she always compete with Aisha, in marriage, because they both wives of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So they used to compete, among the women like that. So Aisha said, so the fact that they had that competition, her sister Hamna wanted to help her. So Allah Akbar. So she helped spread this rumor, thinking that she's helping her sister Zainab. And then she got flogged 80 lashes also. Hamna bint Jash. And the third person was the spokesperson, or you could say the poet of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Hassan bin Sabit. Hassan bin Sabit also spread this rumor. He was one of the three Sahaba who also spread this rumor. And Hassan bin Sabit also got 80 lashes. And Aisha radiallahu anha, even at some point she even defended Hassan Sabit. She said Hassan Sabit is a good person, but this time he just committed the sin by spreading this rumor, by not verifying exactly what's going on. But regardless, he is a good man. Still, Aisha is still defending these people. Allah Akbar. So now, when Hassan, one day Hassan and Safwan bin Mu'attal as-Sulami, we talk about the one who the man who is being accused with Aisha radiallahu anha. So when this man Safwan met with Hassan bin Sabit, because Hassan is he's the third person who spread the rumor among the Sahaba. So when Safwan met him one day, and because Safwan knew that this man, he's among those who spread the rumors about him. So Safwan took his sword. He took his sword out and he hit Hassan bin Sabit with his sword. And Hassan bin Sabit fell down and he got injured. And Hassan's tribes, they came into his defense. They wanted to avenge, Hassan, because Safwan just hit him. Even though Hassan spread the rumors about him, saying this false, spreading this false rumor, this lie. So Safwan took the matters into his own hand. When he saw Hassan on the street, he decided to, strike him with his sword. So Hassan fell down and, he got injured, and his people were trying to come to his defense. Allah Akbar. Then this case were taken to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Just think about it. They are spreading lie against Prophet's wife. And the one among those who spread lie against Prophet's wife, his case, and the one who also spread lie against the man, Safwan bin Mu'attal, his tribe is taking Safwan to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to judge between Safwan and Hassan bin Sabit. And they come to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They said, "Oh, Ya Rasulullah, Safwan hit Hassan with the sword and he injured him. We want the justice." And Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said to Hassan bin Sabit, he said, "Oh, Ya Hassan, can you forgive?" Because in Islamic law, when you injure someone, you must be injured. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, nose for nose, ears for ears. All all the injury must be applied. When you injure someone, same must happen to you, unless the person forgive. So Prophet asked Hassan bin Sabit to forgive, Safwan bin Mu'attal, even though Hassan knew exactly what he did was wrong, and he is the guilty one for spreading this rumor about Safwan. But still, Prophet told Hassan to forgive Safwan for hitting, because Safwan just hit him with the sword, and he said, "Oh yeah, Hassan, please forgive him. You know, don't retaliate. Don't." And Hassan said, "Oh yeah, Rasulullah, because of you, I'm going to forgive him." Allah Akbar. Look at the justice of Islam. The one who spread the rumors, and he's seeking justice because the one he spread the rumors against hit him, and now he wants justice. And Prophet said, "Forgive him." And Hassan said, "Okay, I would forgive him because of you, Ya Rasulullah." Then Hassan got one garden as a compensation, because Safwan hit him with the sword. As a compensation, or as a recompense, he got one garden for that. Allah Akbar. And why is this? Because Safwan bin Mu'attal, even though he is innocent, even though a lie was spread against him, even though a rumor or evil rumor was spread against him, but still he took the matter into his own hand. He wanted to strike. He struck Hassan to completely justify what has been said against him, and this is not good. This is not right. That's the reason he could be punished for that, because he is not the law. Even though someone did something wrong to you, someone slandered you, someone says something bad about you, what you can do, you could take the case to the judge and let the judge do the justification at that point. But you cannot take the matters into your own hand and be your own judge. That was the problem with Safwan bin Mu'attal. That's why he, he, Hassan was compensated with the garden, because Safwan took the matters into his own hand. Allahu Akbar. And Safwan said, he said, "Well, I know Hassan know how to talk. He's a poet, but I don't know poesy. I don't know poetry or anything. But the only thing I know is a sword. So if you say something to me that are not true, or something against my morality, then the only thing I know is a sword. I'll hit you with the sword." So then that's what happened. So now these three people get punished, and with the 80 lashes. Allah Akbar. So, and then on there was another Sahabi, Abu Ayyub al Ansari, the one um, whom Prophet ﷺ, when he came from Mecca, when Prophet made the hijrah to Medina, the person that Prophet ﷺ went to his house and spent some time before he finished the mosque, and before he built his own house, Prophet stayed in this house for some say 6 months. And this man, his name is Abu Ayyuba al Ansari. Allah Akbar. This Sahabi, when Prophet migrated from Mecca to Medina, that's the place in which Prophet ﷺ stayed, in the house of Abu Ayyuba al Ansari. So Abu Ayyuba al Ansari, his actual name is Khalid bin Zayd. You know, his real name is Khalid bin Zayd, but he is known for Abu Ayyuba al Ansari. So his wife, when Abu Ayyub Ansari came home one day, his wife said to him, "Did you hear? Have you heard?" That's all she said. "Have you heard what happened?" She did not say anything else. But the fact that she said, "Have you heard?" or "Have you heard what happened?" then automatically Abu Ayyuba al Ansari understood what his wife is referring to, meaning the slander. And just listen to what he said to his wife. Allah Akbar. So when his wife said that, "Did you hear?" And then he said, "Subhanak, ma yakunu lana an natakallama bihaza." Allahu Akbar. He said, "Oh, perfection is belongs to Allah. How can we even other? How can we even talk about something like this?" He's rebuking his wife. He said, "How dare you even talk like this? Why would you even bring this up? Why?" And in another narrations, he said to his wife, he said, "What you just said, that if I have heard the rumor, let's just say, would if you were in the place of Aisha radiallahu anha, would you commit any sin?" She said, "Oh, astaghfirullah, I would never, ever, ever do that. Ever." And then he said to her, "Don't you know Aisha is better than you? His husband is better than your husband. So someone who is much better than you could not assume something good about her. Even yourself, you just admitted that she is better than you, but you would not even do such things. But yet you entertaining the thought of her, even though she's better than you." Allah Akbar. And his quote, what he said, Allah quoted that in Quran. We're going to come to that, inshallah. You know, that's Allah said, "Walawla is sami'tumuhu قلتم ما يكون لنا أن نتكلم بهذا سبحانك هذا بهتان عظيم." الله أكبر. Allah said, "ولولا إذ سمعتموهم." Especially even though you have heard this rumor, قلتم, if you would have said, ما يكون لنا أن نتكلم بهذا. This is not our place to talk about this kind of stuff because we have no proof, and this is about a Muslim brother or Muslim sister. Every time you heard something about Muslim brother or Muslim sister, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff, don't even think about it. Don't even try to find out what's going on. Always put them in, have a great assumptions about them. Think of it as there's no way they would do such things. Always be positive about it till it is proven otherwise. So your behavior, your attitude is supposed to be, there's no way these people would do such thing because they're Muslim, they're mu'min. You're supposed to have a great assumptions about your brothers or sisters. Every time someone brings some lie against them or trying to tarnish their legacy, trying to tarnish their dignity, don't entertain it, don't spread it, don't even believe it to begin with. Always deny it and say this is not true. That's what Allah is referring to here. Allah said, even if you have heard such thing, your speech is supposed to be, we have nothing to say about this. As a matter of fact, this is a lie. See, that's how you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to say. That's exactly what Abu Ayyub al-Ansari said. This is Haza Buhtanun Azim. This is the greatest lie. This is the heavy lie. And we're not even supposed to be uttering these things. Allahu Akbar. So this is some of the incident that took place. So now the saddest thing about this whole thing is that still today you would find some groups who are still accusing the mother of believer Aisha radiallahu anha with this. Even though Quran came down, Allah himself from the seventh heaven, above seven heaven, clear her name, but yet there's still some people, group of people, not many, but a few groups of people who are still accusing her of this slander. So this is crazy. This is mind-boggling. It is not only they deny the Quran, they denied Allah's own testament in this matter. Why they doing this? Because they simply hate Aisha radiallahu anha. And why they hate her to that point is simply because some incident happened between her and Ali radiallahu anhu in the history. I just told you in the last video that when Ali was asked about Aisha and he said, "Oh, Ya Rasulullah, Allah did not restrict you to just marry to just be with her. You can marry any woman you like. You're not restricted to just with her. You could marry as much as you can. So that speech, Aisha did not like that. And there was also, after the passing of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam passed away, and then there was a battle between Ali and and Aisha. So it's called the Battle of the Camel. So, and I'm not going to get into that yet, but so there was some incident that took place between Ali and Aisha in the history. So some group, that are supporting Ali, then they use this and trying to bash and trying to denigrate and trying to tarnish the name of Aisha radiallahu anha to a point that they even deny the Quranic verses. Allahu Akbar. Those people are kafir. There's no even other way to put it. Those people are disbelievers. When two groups of Muslims they fight, Allah even said that in Surah Al-Hujurat. He said when two groups of Muslim or when individuals or Muslim fight, then you must reconcile between them. Then if one group or one part refuse to reconcile, then we all must get together to fight that one group that does not want to reconcile till he heard the word of Allah. That's what Allah said in Surah Al-Hujurat. So this would, indicate how evil some people could be. You know, how evil some people could be. Allah Akbar. So, what are the things we could learn from this story? There are a few things we could learn from the story, from the slander of Aisha radiallahu anha. First and foremost is that to slander someone, to tarnish their legacy, to tarnish their dignity, that's evil. It's purely evil. There's no other way around it. Slandering, gossiping, backbiting, all these things in itself, it's like one of the greatest sin. Each of them, gossiping, to gossip about someone, you know, even when you look at online, like a Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever, people are gossiping about other people. They heard something about you and sort of verifying whether that thing is true or not, then they would spread the rumor. They would talk about it. Have you heard what happened to this person? Oh my God, this is what happened. This is what happened. Who asked you? Why you burden yourself with this sin? Why are you gossiping about other people? Don't you have your own life to worry about? So gossiping became a phenomenon nowadays that destroy many family, destroy many marriages, destroy many society. Just gossiping. Slandering is on a whole new level. People slander you. They will tell you, oh yeah, this man, oh my God, how many kids he has out of wedlock? Or this woman, oh, she's a prostitute. Oh, and they have no proof whatsoever. People would just talk in vain like that. They would accuse someone of prostitution. They would accuse a man of this, of this and that. They have no proof. And there is a punishment for that. If you slander someone and you have to bring 4 witnesses, if not, you get lashes 40, you get whoop. Yeah, you have to get whipped 40 lashes. You got to be flogged. Absolutely. It's a capital punishment. It's, it's one of the greatest sin, pretty much. The capital punishment with when someone is being accused of zina and it's been proven that they commit zina because they became pregnant because they're not married, but yet they became pregnant. That's a proof. So the result is capital punishment unless the person who is pregnant, she's been how you call it, she's been raped, because that could happen. Sometimes people could rape somebody, and and when they're pregnant, they cannot be punished for that because someone else commit that sin. But if a woman is pregnant and she is married, and that's not the baby, the husband, and it's been proven, then you get the capital punishment. Allahu Akbar. So that's the first thing we learn about, slandering someone, gossiping, or tattling. Meaning to do a namima, to go and tell about people and stuff like that. And there's a hadith of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He said, "La yadkhulul jannah an namam." Someone who's tattling, they go here and say something about other people. They're gossiping about them. Prophet said those people will not enter paradise. Allahu Akbar. So that's one thing we learn about this. And number two is Allah tests the believer, especially Aisha radiallahu anha. She's been tested with her iman. She's been tested with her patience. All this slandering is going on for a whole month, and she's crying her eyes out. Tell her, tell her, her liver, break apart for crying. Tell her, tears dried out. She kept on crying for an entire month, and she's going through all this, pain and sorrow and sadness. This is a test for her, and this was a test for Prophet ﷺ himself. Even as a prophet, he has to go through this pain. People are lying against his own family. People are slandering his own family. And even Prophet gathers the Sahaba in the masjid and talk about them, that there are some group of people who are hurting him and his family. That's number two. Number three, the hypocrite can go, so there's no limits for hypocrisy. Once you become a hypocrite, you could do anything to anyone. You could tarnish their name. Look what they did. That's something we learn from this story. And number four is once you become patient, Allah would always compensate you with your patience. Aisha was patient, and Allah revealed the entire 11 ayah on her behalf. What an honor. Allahu Akbar. And the other thing we learn from this, so Aisha radiallahu anha, she achieved the highest rank. Because of the pain she went through, Allah elevate her status to the highest. Allahu Akbar. So every time, Allah tests you with something difficult, and if you persevere, Allah will change it and give you the highest place. And something also we could also learn is that this is the proof of the prophethood of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This proof that Prophet, he is the true prophet. He is the actual true prophet.